guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a book haul with you guys and share the books that I've recently been very interested on, the books that my little cousins tell me to read, and what I find on TikTok, all that good stuff. I've been really into books, so that's what I've been spending most of my time on. So I purchased a bunch of books, like a bunch. Recently, Barnes & Noble's actually had a sale as well, so I picked up a few more. But these are the books like I accumulated in the last like 2-3 weeks. But before that, I wanted to share with you the two books that I recently read. The first two are Reminders of Him. Beautiful book. I give this book about a 5 out of 5. For me, it takes a lot to give a book 5 out of 5, and it takes a really good book to have me intrigued to continue to read it, to finish it. Back then, I used to find books that weren't so good and interesting, so I would read a few pages and I would just want to move on and not read it anymore because it didn't interest me anymore. So this book, very heartfelt, it's so good. It made me cry. It was a wonderful ending. I love the ending. Just to keep it short, it was about a young lady. A tragedy happened and she had to do time. She had to do 5 years, and she had a daughter, but obviously she's in jail, so she can't take care and be there for her daughter. After she was done doing time, she falls in love with this guy, which I can't say much about because it's gonna spoil the whole book, kind of. It's really hard for me to explain the book without spoiling it. When she gets out, she moves back to her hometown where everything happened, and she wants to fix everything and meet her daughter for the first time and be in her daughter's life. But that comes with a lot of difficulties, and it gets very difficult for her, and it's actually very heartbreaking. But again, the ending is worth it. This was a really, really good book. Colleen Hoover is a great book. Like, if you were to start reading, I suggest you read Colleen. Like, her books are very good. Moving on to the next book, which is my favorite book. I give this book, Verity, oh my gosh, like 1,000 stars. 1,000 stars. Like, I'm so serious. And it's just so good. It's a thrill. It's like a romance thriller. My first romance thriller. It just turned out so good. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it without spoiling it. But I'm not even going to talk about this because I'm over head heels this book, and I finished this book a couple days ago and I still keep thinking about it. So it's really hard for me right now to start another book because this book is everything. Please read this book. Like, I know I said it's thriller, but it's not, well, to me, at least in my opinion, it wasn't super scary, but it will give you chills. I finished the book at night all alone, so it was a little like spooky, but so worth it, I promise you. And for the ones that did read this book, I am team manuscript, like straight up. I love this book. It's just so good. I feel like I'm probably gonna read it again later on, probably next month, who knows, but I just love it so much. So I want to read it again just in case I missed anything, because it was so interesting. Love it. So those are the two books that I finished recently. I really like them. I'm going to show you what I'm currently working on or currently reading is The Butterfly Garden. So for this one I'll tell you a little bit on the back. Like you see, I barely started it because again, my mind is still on this. So I need to move on because there's 1,000 books out there that's really good as well. So for this one, it's called The Butterfly Garden. It's near an isolated mansion lies a beautiful garden. In this garden grows luscious flowers, shady trees, and a collection of precious butterflies. Young women who have been kidnapped and intricately tattooed to resemble their namesakes. Overseeing it all is the gardener, a brutal, twisted man obsessed with capturing and preserving his lovely specimens. When the garden is discovered, a survivor is brought in for questioning. FBI agents Victor and Brandon are tasked with pieces together one of the most stomach-churning cases of their careers, but the girl known only as Maya proves to be a puzzle herself. Very interesting. This book is up my alley. It's a thriller. I don't think it's romance. When I bought it, it was at the thriller section. So I'm really interested in this book, and I'm trying to forget about this book right now, or like move on, you know, like whatever had happened has already happened. I need to move on to the next thousands of books that I bought. So this one I'm working on, and I will keep you guys updated if I like this book. So far it's very interesting. It starts off already interesting, so that's a plus for me. So on to my book hauls. The first one I got is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I heard this book is really good. Everyone raves about it, so I wanted to purchase it and give it a try. I wanted to also let you guys know, if you guys buy books from Barnes and Nobles, there are some books that are actually cheaper in Target than Barnes and Nobles. Target actually recently, well, to me at least, been releasing like a lot of like new books, like Colleen Hoover books. Like they have about, I'd say, a good 85% of Colleen's books there. So try to check that out before you go to Barnes and Nobles. At least where I live, there's a lot of really good books at Targets for a much better price. So the first one is this, and then the next one I picked up is Colleen Hoover as well. It's called Layla. I heard this is very interesting as well. And what I heard is it's a little bit similar to Verity, but it's not a thriller. Yeah, it's not a thriller. It's more of a love, you know, it's more of like love, like a love story, but something bad happens. So I'm excited to read this. And then another one where I've heard nonstop, like 5 out of 5 stars review, is The Silent Patient. I'm really excited about this one. Again, they do have this at Target. I didn't know that. I purchased it at Barnes and Nobles for about $20, but Target has it. Sorry, I didn't mean to flick you off, but Target has it for $13. So go check that out. I mean, if you can save a couple bucks, why not, right? Books can be expensive. So that's another one that I purchased recently. And then another one that was really interesting. I didn't hear anything about it. I just thought it sounded very interesting. It's The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. I'm very interested in reading this too. I saw really good reviews online. I kind of like searched up TikTok too to see like people's like reactions or like how they feel about this book. That's what I like to do before I buy books too. You know, I want to kind of know that it's a good book before I spend my money on the book, because you know, overall books are just as expensive as anything else. So yeah, excited to read this. It's like a mystery thriller as well. Then this book, The Midnight Library. I was in San Diego with my family, my cousins up there, and we were talking about books, and my cousin Teresa, she was saying how this book is really good, so I wanted to snag it up since I'm here. So hopefully it is good, but I do believe her and I love her. So yeah, and she loves reading and she knows all the good stuff, I'm pretty sure. So that's the book I picked up. So there's another book I picked up today. Very interesting. This is the last book I picked up, and it's called A Certain Hunger. It's about a woman who loves food. She loves food and she loves sex, but she's like a psychopath. Like, she is psychotic, and she ends up eating people. I'm very intrigued of this book. It seems so creepy, and yeah, I'm interested. Oh yeah, and I got a really cute bookmark for my books, obviously, because I don't have a bookmark. Well, I do, but it's like tearing apart, so I wanted to get another one. I got this one. I thought it was really cute. I wasn't aware words could hold so much. I got this one with the little tassel. It's from the book Where the Crawdad Sings. That was another book that I was interested in as well, but from what I heard, the book is so boring. Well, the first 200 pages are boring. I think it's a 500-page book, but the first 200 pages is super boring, and I don't think I can even sit through 10 pages of a boring ass book. So I passed that on. I don't even think I'm gonna try, but I know it's like really high up there in good books that just recently released, and I heard they're making a movie for it too, but I'm not interested. So that is all that I have for my books for now. Maybe later on I can make a video and go through my books with you guys. I have quite a lot of books, and I planned on maybe making a video of the top 5-star books that I recently read, or like read throughout this year. So yeah, if you like that video or you would want me to post that video, just let me know. Thank you so much again for your patience and really, you know, still supporting me, even though my videos are stupid long and I take years to upload. I literally upload probably once a year. But I'm still trying to make time and balance out my life. And again, like I said, I really love reading, so maybe I'll make daily vlogs of me reading. Hopefully you guys will like that and enjoy that. But again, thank you again for your support, for even clicking on this video. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.